Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your March new moon reading for the first 2 weeks of March, inspired by the new moon in Pisces conjunct Jupiter. Uh, Also, the second ruler of Pisces, Neptune, is also at the last degrees of Pisces at this time. So both the rulers of Pisces are in Pisces, conjunct this new moon, which is really encouraging not just us as individuals, depending on where it falls in your chart, but it also is encouraging the entire planet, our whole global community, to really aspire to reach for that unity consciousness right now. This is unleashing our awareness and ability to connect with all people and all things into one glorious uh, mass of consciousness, of connection, of unity, of vibration. And it's also encouraging us to be innovative, as this new moon conjunction with Jupiter is sextiling Uranus in Taurus. So we are being asked to stretch ourselves to create things that are unfamiliar to us and unknown perhaps to others. So let's get started, Cancer. If you enjoy this reading, please like and share my channel, and I thank all of you who do so. For Cancer, we have the Four of Staffs, and this is often called the 1111 card. This card indicates that you are building a cultural and a spiritual foundation of growth. And for this, you are being celebrated. You are celebrating with your loved ones, those in your community for whom this foundation is essential and is the bedrock of the growth that you aspire to. This could be concretely simply having a comfortable home, having an enriching home environment, having an abundant home, a home in which all members are expecting to grow, expecting to expand, and to move into a new direction of greater and greater fulfillment. In your past, Cancer, you have the Ace of Jades, the Four of Jades, and the Ten of Jades. So right away, the Ace is always an auspicious opportunity for us to take a new path, build a better mousetrap, create something, move in a new direction that will be practical and useful not only to ourselves but to others. The Four of Jades is repeating the number 4 in the Four of Staffs. So this is again talking about your foundation, your ability to stay grounded, to be grounded, which you have recently really solidified for yourself. This move into a new direction with an eye towards legacy building is a more recent foundation for you, and this is something that has occurred currently through your experience of releasing a lot of old expectations, old blueprints, if you will, and really understanding that your foundation is being built, that the foundation for your community, your family, is being built on solid, practical ground. It's also indicating a certain guardedness that is maybe a part of your approach at this time. You are tentatively, cautiously moving forward in this new direction towards this new plan. You are moving incrementally, very step by step. You're making wise and careful decisions. You are certainly focused on legacy building. You may indeed be the recipient of an inheritance or a legacy that has in fact allowed you to be able to create and build this new foundation for yourself. This is a building towards prosperity, building towards abundance. And this is a legacy that is a part of your family structure, family of origin, or your community that allows you to contribute, even in your individual way, to something that will be generating for everyone involved and continue to generate its resources into the future. Beautiful card of success and foundation. In your present, we have another 10, a 10 of cups, the 3 of swords, and the 9 of cups. Whoa, okay. So we've got a lot of resources, satisfaction, pleasure, joy in the process of gaining this legacy, gaining this inheritance, recognizing it and contributing to it is really giving us more than the articles or the trappings of abundance, but they are giving us a sense of connection, community, joy, and emotional enrichment. So this is part of you're contributing to this community where you may or may not have the things individually, but you are part of a community where all of the articles of prosperity, all the material trappings of abundance exist in plenty. But more importantly, these are part of your having taken some central responsibility for some difficult heartache in the past. So there have been some experiences of failure, disappointment, in fact, heartbreak, perhaps experienced through some physical loss, the departing of loved ones, the grieving process itself has really helped you to own your part in unfortunate events or relationships that you have understood, you are understanding and looking closely at the ways in which you were a part of those unfortunate events or experiences. You are learning to learn the lessons of the pain and suffering that you are experiencing. And through the process of that understanding, that really incremental, careful attention to the events that caused this particular heartbreak, you are gaining a sense of satisfaction and a wish fulfillment. Some ultimate, something of significance has been achieved emotionally by you that is a legacy, part of the legacy of this family wealth, this inheritance, this abundant resource that cleaves to your family and your community. The immediate future is the 6 of Staffs, the 8 of Cups, and the Servant of Cups. So you are definitely being recognized for the efforts that you've made. You're being individually recognized as being successful, having fought hard, having put in the work, having sustained the damage and the impact of the challenges that you've withstood, so that you are recognized as victorious, still with work to do, but you're moving in an even direction, even-handedly. You are mediating and negotiating the various forces of growth that you are a part of in this community. This can even have you being recognized in communities that you may have forgotten that you are a part of, but that maybe cleave to former experiences of yours. But you are continuing on, a little battle scarred, but fulfilled and being recognized for your accomplishment there. Ultimately, this growth, this abundance, this prosperity, this satisfaction has fulfilled its individual purpose on your path, and you've now outgrown these circumstances to some extent. You've now let go and released a lot of these experiences, even many of these relationships, and you're ready to move on to find meaning in new areas of your life or beyond your life. This is you on your path again, specifically moving forward, seeking new growth and new understanding. And the servant, or the Page of Cups, ultimately is indicating all of this has deeply opened up not only your heart and your ability to feel your experiences, to release your emotions and feelings about your experiences, but you have released your imagination. You've released your creative potential in ways that may have been unfamiliar to you in the past or unimagined for you in the past. This is you really recognizing that you have still a new direction in which you want to fulfill your need to create, to express yourself in a new direction, in new ways. And this is you setting out on the path as a beginner in this area. Not only a beginner in your creative capacity, learning new skills, opening up to new ways to find expression, but you're also opening up to new ways of asking for the help and healing that you seek. I'm going to clarify the Three of Swords cards with the Strength and the Magician. The Strength card is really showing me that in fact you have gone through a lot to get here. Despite the beautiful greens and blues and oranges that indicate this abundance, emotional abundance, and material security and safety that you have achieved, you have worked mightily to persevere through difficulties and challenges. You have met the needs and requests of others with the love that you may not have always received in the past, but with an emotional maturity that understood that the universe is providing to you through your ability to pay with love, to give love, to serve others with love, compassion, and support. This has really empowered you to unleash again your creative will. You are realizing miracles. You are experiencing wishes fulfilled. And this is as you open up to the pleasures and experiences, to the lessons you've gained, to the abundance that's been created and you've been able to share in. This has opened you up to a new direction, a recognition that you have new vistas, new areas, new fields of knowledge and growth to explore. And you will be focused less on the needs of others, which has completely absorbed your interest, your emotional interest, your practical abilities, and you are now laser focused on those things that you want to create. I'm also going to clarify the Eight of Cups here in the future with the Hermit card and the Seven of Wands. Interesting, because I do see the Hermit card makes a lot of sense in terms of now having gone through this intense period of growth and reward for that growth. You are now willing, you now have the courage and focus to pull in your consciousness, your awareness, to focus and continue to ask the questions that you are moving away towards. So you're moving away from what's familiar, what you've outgrown, and you now have new questions as the 8 moves to the 9, new questions that you are exploring. You are following the light of your vision, and you're letting that take you where it will take you. There's also a recognition that despite the rewards of your current situation, you are ultimately dissatisfied with the efforts, with the fruit of your efforts that you've realized to date. You've been recognized for your accomplishments and victories, but you want to grow more. You recognize that you have gotten your way of working, what you're working for, really needs to be assessed. You're in a position where you can stand your ground, but you're ultimately wanting to move forward, to grow, to be less defensive about what it is you've gained so far. And this is you turning away from the familiar community that you're a part of and really opening up yourself to your own internal resources, be they your ability to self-heal, self-soothe, but also to imagine and create. Cancer, I'm going to finish off this reading with an oracle card and ask you, if you've enjoyed this reading, if you found it useful, to please like and subscribe to my channel. And I thank those of you that have and continue to do so. And I pulled the bluebell, and the key word is gratitude. Be thankful for what is good now. Fitting, Cancer, I'm going to leave it here. I appreciate your time and your attention, and until next time, Namaste.